up, YouTube? It's your boy Rumdada, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things I absolutely hate about my 2018 Dodge Challenger GT. Let's get it rolling. Numero uno. The first thing that I hate about this car is the blind spots. The blind spots are terrible. You get this little ass window to look out of, and behind the window you get nothing but some dead space. Let me see if I can show y'all the dead space. I'm sure y'all seen it in some other Challengers if you looked at Challenger videos before, but right in here, man, this is all dead space. So that's where you're getting your blind spot. That's the worst of it right there. And my ass was a little too cool to get the convenience package on my car. I was like, I know how to drive. I'm not going to rear end anybody. I'm not going to just crash into somebody. I know how to check my fucking mirrors. But you really have to be careful when you're driving this car, especially if you don't have the blind spot monitoring. And that comes in the convenience package. I think that's like a good $800 maybe, $1,000, something like that. I didn't need all that shit. I didn't want adaptive cruise control or nothing like that. So I opted not to get that. That's number one. Number two is the passenger seat. The passenger seat has like a weird lumbar position that you have to break in. So like you got to get somebody bigger like me. I'm 6'5", about 250. Sitting in that motherfucker, smash it down and make it a little bit more comfortable, because any Challenger you get, no matter the model, you cannot have powered seats on the passenger side, which I think is a terrible thing, a terrible idea. Y'all need to change that in the future models. Y'all really do. So that brings me to number 3. The number 3 thing that I hate about this is the remote. The fucking remote does not work like it should. This thing right here does not work like it should. It's supposed to have the technology that knows whenever you're right up next to it. I'm in IT, so I should probably know what it's called. But it doesn't have the technology. It has the technology in it that's supposed to sense when you're by the car. Half the time that shit don't work. Secondly, the range on this remote is fucking terrible. You got to be within like 30 feet for it to work. I mean, it might even be a little less than that, like 25 for it to work all the time. There's some times where I'm trying to lock the car and it's just not working. I got to hit it like 10, 15 times. Also unlocking, I have the same issue. But I did read on some forums that tint could throw it off. I did get some pretty dark tint on this vehicle. I think I'm running about 15%. So there might be a little bit of my fault, but if I recall, before I got the tint, it was still doing that. It was still doing that. So that brings me to number 4. The 4th thing that I hate about this car is, let me bring up this remote again. See anything wrong? See anything wrong with this remote? I do. There's no remote fucking start. Where's it at? This is an all-wheel drive Challenger, which means you're going to be driving it year-round in the winter. Why does a remote start not come standard? That's a big, big, big disappointment. My last car, I had a Ford Taurus Select. Had everything, the remote start, all that, and I'm missing the remote start. Not so much now because it's summer, but in the winter, I'm gonna miss that shit. So I'm gonna probably hit up the dealer, get it installed. I heard the parts $299. Then I heard the labor is probably another $200 to $300. So we're looking at $600 just to have that remote start. I could opt for like a off-brand and try to get it cheaper, but I don't want to have anything else on my keys. Like I got all this in my pocket. I don't need shit else on there. So that's the 4th thing, remote start, all-wheel drive. Come on. I got cooled seats. Ventilated seats come standard. Why not the remote start? You're nickel and diming us, Dodge. You're nickel and diming us. That brings me to my last thing that I hate about this Challenger. That would be that everyone asks to drive this motherfucker. I don't really know if that's a complaint. That's like something good to complain about. But you'll get so many people asking you to drive your car. They're like, man, that car is dope. It's so nice. Like, can I drive it? So I think I kind of bailed myself out with that last one, because it's something you can hate, but it's not about the car. It's about the people. But anyway, man, it's been real, YouTube. I'll be back with some more content, man. I'm gonna do another video here shortly about my exhaust. It's fully broken in now. I got about 500 miles on it, so I'm gonna let y'all know how it feels after I broke it in completely. Also, Pops got himself a Challenger GT2, and he got himself a Flowmaster catback. So watch out for that video. I will be reviewing his Flowmaster catback system on his Challenger. He's a GT as well. I'll give y'all a little comparison video, let you guys compare how my Borla sounds to his Flowmaster. I might try to get some decibel readings in for y'all so you can see, you know, how loud it actually is. I'm gonna use it on the phone though, so I don't know how accurate it's gonna be. I read the reviews on some apps, that's pretty good. They said it's pretty legit, so we'll see what it is, YouTube. But until next time, man, it's your boy Rum Dada. I'm out.